No worries. I don't know why I could hear you.
Okay, well, thank you everyone. Sorry about the technical difficulties. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Monica Tillett. I'm a physical therapist and the owner of New Direction Rehabilitation and Wellness. And I have started featuring some local businesses who are also helping our seniors. And so tonight I have the pleasure of having Miss Brenda Planas with Elder and Wiser, and I'm going to let her talk about her business and why she started her business. Go ahead, Brenda.
All right. Thanks, Monica. Thanks for inviting me to be a part of this tonight with you and to share the experience of sharing what we love to do, which, of course, is working with the elderly. My name is Brenda Planas, and I am a social worker who specializes in elder care. And I am the owner of Elder and Wiser. I started Elder and Wiser about 2 years ago after working as a social worker in the healthcare field with the elderly for over 20 years. I decided that I wanted to use both my professional and personal experiences to help others on their journey with their aging loved ones. When I work with clients, I take a holistic approach to working with clients and their families. I assess 4 key areas whenever I work with them. That is healthcare. A lot of times they need a healthcare advocate to help explain things to them. They need some financial planning done. They need assistance with legal documentation. A lot of people don't have the documents that they need or even know where to start, as well as their social situation. I do offer complimentary consultations to meet with clients and families to listen to their story and their needs, and we go from there.
Well, that is awesome. So with the climate that's going on right now with COVID-19 and everything, what is the biggest problem that you're seeing and having to address right now?
So for me, one of my biggest problems with the COVID-19 restrictions is not being able to provide the one-on-one service with clients and their families, because I do a lot of one-on-one visits with the clients, with their families. It's also a lot of telephone calls and behind the scenes, but for me, it's the one-on-one visitations with clients and their families. And because I can't be with them one-on-one right now, then it's really it's become interesting. Every day I have to be creative with how I am visiting with them, how I'm resolving their problems. So there's a lot of through the window visits, balcony visits, outdoor visits, mask on, gloves on, 6 feet apart, anything that, we can do, because really being creative is the name of the game, with how we interact with our clients and their families right now.
Mm-hmm. And so your typical things that you deal with on a day-to-day basis, they're still here. You're still dealing with those. It's not just about COVID-19, right?
That is right. The things that I do, the issues that I resolve, they have not gone away just because COVID-19 has arrived.
Right.
My clients still need someone to help pay their bills. They still need to go to live in an assisted living or a nursing home. They still need someone to go to a doctor's office with them. Mm-hmm. It's just now with just being creative on how are we going to manage those problems today in this environment. Yep.
Right. And so you had mentioned that, you can't do your one-on-one assessments anymore. So what other adjustments have you had to make with the COVID-19?
Some of the other adjustments is it's really how I do like consultations. I had someone call me asking me about my services this past week, and we were on the phone talking, and finally I said, well, can you FaceTime? Do you have an iPhone or can we Zoom? And she's like, oh yes. And so she was so happy. So I was like, you know what, I can't sit across the kitchen table from you right now. I said, so, that's what we did is we FaceTime for about 45 minutes and talked. And it's always more comfortable when you can see someone face to face versus just talking on the telephone. It's different. So that's one of the things. It's the way I do consultations, and I don't have an issue with that. And I've done a few outside. We sit on the front porch, wear our masks, 6 feet apart. it's been so windy here. I'm pretty sure there's no germs laying anywhere. So, you know, I just make it work because their needs don't stop just because the virus is here. You know, it doesn't.
Right, exactly. We still have to live. So,
That's right.
I know you're a social worker, and so if someone was looking to hire a social worker, what kind of things should they look for, before hiring a social worker?
Right. Well, a lot of people, and I am a social worker, and I still to refer to myself as a social worker. When I started Elder and Wiser, you know, I decided I could give myself whatever fancy title I wanted, and we decided I was going to be an elder care advisor. Well, okay, I know what that is. Most people don't really know what that means. I made it up. It sounds good. So I've kind of reverted back to being a social worker who specializes in elder care because I think it's more layman terms. I think people understand it more because that is my forte. That is what I love to do, is work with the elderly. You know, people don't know how to navigate the healthcare system. They don't know what to do if their loved one needs placement in a nursing home or an assisted living. They don't know anything about how to qualify for Medicaid. They go by what their neighbor, Sally Sue, told them, which may or may not be right.
Right.
And so I always tell people, you know, you need an educated source for this information. It's really important. People don't know about the legal documents that they should have. Well, I told my husband, you know, what my wishes were. I told my husband to give my good china to, you know, my daughter, Linda. But, you know, if those wishes aren't written down, then it's not legal. It doesn't matter at the time of crisis. Most families have not done any type of financial planning. So, you know, if mom has $1 million sitting in the local bank, it's probably not working for her. And if she wants to live at home with 24/7 care until she passes, it may or may not last if, you know, she's 60 and hasn't done any financial planning. So the list of the things that, you know, you would retain my services for it's endless. It's all of our needs as we age. And like for myself, I take these things for granted because I've done it for so many years now that, you know, it's just another day to me when somebody comes to me. But, you know, if Monica was to come to me with, you know, your mom is in crisis, you've taken care of her at home for the past 10 years, and now all of a sudden you can't manage it anymore. I mean, you won't know where to go. And so then that's why I, as a social worker, I'm a great resource for that to help you in crisis. I'm a planner. I like to plan things. But most people are not, and most people do call me when they're in crisis, and that's fine, and I can deal with that. You know, as far as things to look at before, you know, retaining someone like myself, you know, I had a family member tell me they stalked me. They were like, "We stalked you," and I'm like, "Fine, go ahead," because I make sure I am professional. I am a professional. I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram. I have a website. Stalk me. See what I say. See what people have commented about me. Because, you know, when it's on social media, it's out there for everyone to see. And word of mouth is huge. You know, Monica, word of mouth is just the same for your business as it is for mine. You know, we can have all the websites and pages and brochures that we want, but word of mouth is the best thing. And friend-to-friend referrals they're huge. You know, if somebody tells me, "Oh, Monica came and worked with my mom and she did wonders, she was a blessing," well, then great. Then I know. I have had families that have wanted to speak to previous or current family members that I help, and that's fine too. I don't have any problem using somebody I work with as a reference for that, because it's important to know that you can trust someone. I think of that often.
Right. And that's another reason why I wanted to do some type of visual format for businesses like you, because people actually get a chance to meet you. And I know the first time that I spoke with you over the phone, we did a FaceTime, and I felt like I could just talk to you forever. And I really felt your sincerity and your passion for the business. And those just aren't things that you can read about, you know. And so just by getting that visual connection, I think helps people decide as well, you know, what it is that they need to do. So That is
Right.
awesome.
Yes. I got the gift of gab honest, and yes, I can talk the paint off the walls. Yes.
Well, so you just mentioned a list of things, that you could help with, but what are some good resources that people could maybe take a look at in Greensboro that would help them? Just generalize.
Sure. I think one of the hugest, as far as if you're in Greensboro or even, in the Triad, I think if you look into like the senior centers of the area for wherever you are, like for Senior Resources of Guilford, because they encompass a lot of different services. I think that is probably one of the main resources. If you have questions, if you're looking for assistance, then you can call them, because what happens is if you call them for assistance, and then they can refer you to the correct resource. If they don't handle that, then they can refer you to who does. So I think that's, and there are also shepherd centers in different cities. There's Shepherd Center of Kernersville. There's one in Greensboro. There's one in Winston. Those are also good senior resource agencies for assistance. And they're good general ones. And so that's why I like them.
And then you also could help point them in the right direction as well. So
Definitely. Oh, definitely. I'm the resource guru. I have a big bag of tricks over here.
All right. Well, wonderful. So, is there anything that you feel makes your company unique as it relates to other companies that are similar to yours?
Well, of course, I think I'm very unique. I'm way more passionate than anybody else that does this. I know that's not true, and that's good because we all wouldn't do it if we didn't love it. I think that I'm unique because, I'm an entrepreneur. This is my own business. This is our own brainchild. When I say us, it's myself and my husband. He's the behind the scenes person for me. And because I specialize in elder care as a social worker, that's unique. That is my niche. It is my forte. People used to say, oh, that's my forte. I'm like, what does that even mean? Now I know, because now I know what my forte is and I know what my passion is. I've always wanted to be a social worker. There was never a question. I knew when I was going to college, I knew immediately what my major was. Just never a doubt about that was. I am passionate about what I do, which is advocating for the elderly. And you can ask anyone that knows me, anybody that I work with, and they know that I'm in there till the death. I'm in there to support you. That's my role, regardless, but that's my role. So to me, I feel unique. I like to do things the Brenda way, and that, of course, that's very unique.
Well, that's why you're the business owner. You can do it the way that you want to, right?
That's right. See, you can do it the Monica way.
That's right. Well, all right. So tell people how they can find you if they want to get in touch with you.
Okay. There's several ways that you can find me. I do have a website, which is elderwiser.com. It's actually elderwiser.com. That's a website that's very easy to look through. It's very simple. So we designed it that way. So whether you are 40 looking at it for your parents or you're 70 looking at it for yourself, then it's easy to navigate. You can email me, Brenda@elderwiser.com. That's Brenda@elderwiser.com. I also have a Facebook page, which is Elder and Wiser. I have an Instagram page. And of course, then you can call me or text me. My number is 336-508-3547. And I'm sure that information will be listed with the post, so you didn't have to write it down really fast if I talk too fast for you. But yeah, there's several ways to contact me.
Yeah. And when I post this to Facebook, you can just type in your number and your website, and that would be easy for people to get to. But I just want to say thank you so much for your time, Brenda. I really enjoyed talking with you, and I know that everyone who listens to this interview is going to enjoy it as well. Is there anything that you want to add before we finish up?
The only thing that I want to add is I just want to say, Monica, I love what I do. it is what I do. And, you know, obviously you do as well, or you wouldn't have started your own business, you know, working with physical therapy. And I love that. I love your passion for that as well. And I appreciate you including me on your journey. As I say, it is a journey. It's a journey for all of us to support each other. But yes, thank you, Monica. I appreciate your time today.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, have a great rest of the week, everyone. And I'll be downloading this video in a few minutes. And feel free to share it, especially to those who you know may need Brenda as a resource. Have a great evening.
Thanks, Monica. Good night.